See, there are some mistakes that hurt differently, not necessarily because of what happened, but because of what you keep saying to yourself after it had happened. You know, the ones, like the relationships you should have left sooner, the red flags you ignored, the opportunity you talked yourself out of, that money you spent, the people you trusted, and then the warning signs you explained away. And now, every once in a while, your mind takes you back there. Not to heal, but to accuse. You replay the decisions and the moments. And every time you arrive at the same conclusion, I should have known better. I've said that to myself before, of course. You should have known better, right? With what information? The information you had then, or the information you have now? Because those are not the same thing. And I think a lot of us are judging an older version of ourselves using wisdom we didn't have yet at the time. That's not fair. That's not fair on you. Of course, you see it clearly now. You've lived through it. Of course, the red flags looks obvious now. You know how the story ended. But the version of you standing in that moment did not. That version of you was trying to believe, trying to make the best decision they could with what they knew at the time. And maybe they got it wrong. Maybe you got it wrong. But that doesn't make you stupid. It makes you human. I think some of us have spent years punishing ourselves for being human, for hoping, trusting, and for not knowing what we know now. But can you turn back the hands of time? No, you can't. And the punishment never seems to end. Every time life gets hard, the memories comes back. Every time you're disappointed, your mind pulls out old evidence. See? You always mess things up. This is why you shouldn't trust yourself. You never learn. But that's not reflection. That's self-condemnation. And self-condemnation has never changed a single thing. It just keeps reopening wounds that we're trying to close. And you know what's funny? If a friend came to you with the same story, you'd probably be kind. You'd probably say, you didn't know better. You did your best. Stop beating yourself up. But for some reason, we become persecutors when it comes to ourselves. No mercy, compassion, or even contest. It's all just judgment. And after a while, you start carrying guilt that God never asked you to carry. Listen, there are consequences in life. There are lessons, there is growth. I'm not saying none of that matters. I'm saying there comes a point where the lesson has already been learned. The debt has already been paid. The season has ended. And the only thing left is deciding whether you're going to keep punishing yourself or let yourself move forward. Because at some point, you have to stop visiting the crime scene, you know. Not because it didn't happen, but because there is nothing left there for you. The person you're becoming doesn't live there anymore. So why do you? Maybe today is not about forgiving someone else but yourself. You didn't know better. I didn't know better. Maybe it's time to let go. Not because you were perfect, but because you were trying, really trying, and honestly, you were. Before I go, I want to leave you with one thought. You are allowed to learn from your past without living in it. Listen to that again. The lesson can stay, the shame doesn't have to. This is Confidence Unlocked. Until next time.